Hello, welcome or welcome back. This is the extended reading for the spiritual retreat, a vision quest that provides the tools for the next leg of your journey, something like that. So it's looking like some type of plant medicine adventure and initiation through a series of shamanic and otherwise magical individuals that are overseeing some type of immersive event, really working with healing, chakras, cleansing, calling the Kundalini energy forward, and initiating us to the sacred tools that will serve us in the next leg of our journey. So to clarify, the first pile of the research phase and the Sky Dancer's surrender, we get consciousness. So that seems to be somebody who's definitely looking for something on the consciousness expansion journey. Underneath the deck, authority, looking for an authority in these matters. And what can we see with the fractal deck here? I'm just going to get a couple of each. So surrendering, maybe this is something you have certain misgivings about, or being able to take the time off or something like that. Here we have something falling here. We have birthing, interesting, with take flight under the deck. Interesting combination here. So birthing a new consciousness in our life is needing us to take flight on something, to take action, to move forward in some manner. And so with take flight and sky dancers, I don't know if you have to fly to this location that you're thinking of going to, or if this is just speaking more broadly about your ability to open your consciousness and to allow yourself to get into that altered state of awareness. So let's look at the next pile here. We have the host individual that is showing up as a very friendly and psychically aligned masculine shaman, perhaps. And what cards do we have here for this individual? We'll take that one. Sacral chakra, interesting, and under the deck, emergence. So sacral chakra is all about desire nature, being in connected flow with our urges and the flow of life through us. It's very emotional, very watery, and this individual is from the watery realms. So this individual is calling forward this energy from us. Probably works a lot on connectivity, bonding with individuals, and that's maybe the reason why they're showing up with this broad smile. That's part of their gift. And it's almost like they emerge from nowhere. They kind of spontaneously present in front of your awareness, like, hello and welcome, and you're like, where did you come from, type of a thing. And or something like that. Or maybe this is, for some of you, maybe you're not going on a retreat itself, but having this immersive dream state or a vision quest through your meditative practice. And then these various guides are stepping forward. So this is interesting. And they, with those lit up hands, they very much could heal people with their presence. You're reminding me of somebody that I once met that wasn't anything like that. So let's flip to the next pile here, or the next deck. I didn't get any fractal cards on this one yet. So sacral chakra in this individual, this shamanic individual, what can we say about this person? Of got integrity. That's good to see, because one of my initial impulses was to maybe distrust this energy for being too friendly, too welcoming. It's like, the bad horror movie that we may have seen in the past. Underneath the deck, simplicity. So maybe they are somebody who lives very simply, and that's why they're so happy. Because many of us, the more that we own, the more our things tend to begin to own us, and the schedules and the responsibilities to pay for, to continue to maintain things, versus just going as simple as possible. Maybe this person practices Buddhism and detached energy. Who knows? Let's move into our next one. We've got this lightning activation of the moment that you're getting there, having this immersive experience and feeling the flow, just really starting to shift all of your beingness and all of your blocks as soon as you arrive and get started to settle in. Romantic love. Interesting choice. So for some of you, maybe the response that you're having to the host or to someone else who's around there is stimulating your romantic sensibilities. Under the deck, we have solar plexus chakra, and I want to look integration. So integration of your confidence and your creative, vibrational, inspired action. Getting into connection with your personal power, willpower, and to your knowing of who you are and what your contribution is to the whole. I can definitely see that. It's like this lightning bolt of understanding that comes in and starts to awaken more of what we are. Okay, wind, let's work with me here. So that's an interesting combination right there. And let's see what the fractal cards have to say. So something, the lightning with the romantic love kind of tells me that for some, there may be a almost like this love at first sight connection, and it doesn't have to be with another individual. It can be with the venue, with the environment, like walking in and saying, this is what's been missing in my life, for instance, to be able to live that simple life of freedom is where that joy really can lie, in the lack of complication and lack of drama, and and bringing people together for things that feel incredible and unlock all of your sensitivities and sensibilities. So let's see. What is this epiphany that you are getting all fired up about with the fiery shoulders here? Maybe somebody's touch is even fiery and its own little initiation, especially this host with the Reiki hands, I want to say. Maybe they, touch your shoulder, come on in, and it's like their touch is an activation unto itself. All right, what do we have here? There we go. All right, interesting. Fairy magic pops out with fearless underneath. So yeah, this place is imbued with magic, and it's like I'm showing you, or I'm seeing you immersed in this forest here, and it's like you're entering this fairy realm, and maybe you don't get signal on your cellular phone, and I don't know, maybe they do have Wi-Fi and you choose to disconnect and unplug for your time there. But there's, with this fairy magic, it's like fairy magic to me speaks in a couple of ways. If you haven't seen me talk about it so far, sometimes it can talk about different attachments or addiction behavior, or even comfort zone seeking behavior. Like we get a job, and pays the bills, but barely. But, you know, we've got seniority and, you know, we just got that second week vacation and, you know, everybody there doesn't suck too bad. And then all of a sudden, it's been 10 years, and whatever happened to the dreams that we were building, whatever happened to, you know, moving up and having our own business or our own legacy. That's one of the ways fairy magic can come through, but it can also come through as delightful, inspiring magic, the little wisps and um, natural anomalies, the butterflies that flutter through, and you just are compelled to follow them deeper into the process, deeper into the story or into the forest. It's something that calls us forward with its subtle magical abilities, its simple magic calling us forward to see what our other options are besides just the literal and the mundane and scrolling through social medias or reading and watching other people live lives or tell stories. It's like we can have our own adventure here is part of what the fairies are trying to bring us in. It's like, what experience do you choose? They will provide it, um, if that makes sense. And to be fearless here, know that you are always protected by your free will and your powerful choice, especially since we had under the deck, we had that solar plexus energy where it's like, um, as you choose, as you wish. Isn't that some kind of genie? As you wish. Dun. Maybe that's it. I Dream of Genie from way back in the day. Anyways, so the Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain in the wall and obstacles. This is talking about a bit of our resistance and our clinging to the persona and identity that we think it defines us in some measure. I'm seeing dynamic on the bottom here. It's like as we are looking at this fairy magic realm and looking through, it's like the mask begins to falter and fade, and the magic starts to tantalize the senses and to bring us into being able to see below the surface. It's like by the connection of all the beings present there and putting their intention into this time and space, they're holding space for the magical potential here. And that's allowing the pain to be transmuted into possibility, positivity, hope, faith, fearlessness, courage, and nervous anticipation, perhaps. So then the card that flipped here, coherence. I like that after the dynamic card came out. It's like, dynamic to me can talk about the dynamics of this time and space and place that we're talking about here, this fairy realm, where the dynamics here operate much differently than the physics even of your regular world, and how the gravity of the things that had importance in your daily life, such as your telephone and the internet and your connection to, you know, maybe even politics and boring stuff like that, where there's suddenly this breakthrough understanding of true resonance. It's like maybe you were engaging in those things and thought that it was stimulating, but um, it was only stimulating. It was only bringing you up above the surface to get you motivated and moving and feeling things again. But when you dip into the subtle realms, there's this integration of the magical capacity of this world to just inspire the truer resonance at the core of our beingness that's stepping forward for you and helping you to understand what's been perhaps missing. And underneath the deck we have compassion. So there's something arising that's showing the difference. There's a contrast at play. I see one flipping almost immediately. Feline. Interesting. So the feline card sometimes can be a challenging one for me. I don't always understand what is necessarily being discussed, but it's something about our independent energy, our ability to kind of curl up in the sun and relax and indulge and be that multi-dimensional self that drifts in and out of visions and magic and maybe eating and swimming and hiking and flowing and just no demands, just impulse and surrender to the process and to immersive experiential healing, perhaps. So also with that feline energy, we do have this energy that seems to be speaking about the Lionsgate portal coming up around August 8th of every year. There's this alignment that happens cosmically, brings forth a lot of solar energy, a lot of fire energy, a lot of cosmic energy, and it aligns the earthly identity with the more cosmic transpersonal, transdimensional personality. And so having these things happen in conjunction perhaps is assisting us profoundly in bringing forward more of our willpower and creative energy, more of our personal expression of the magic that's inside is being given the tools necessary to express and to intend with intention. Intend with intention, okay? Under the deck, confidence, yes, feline confidence, charisma, sensual pleasures and delightful expressions and creativity and independence here for sure. So that's interesting, breaking through into the feline aspects with this energy is helping us to gain the confidence and the tools that we need to be successful in our own life, even if we choose to go back to our everyday lifestyle of the mundane, or if we choose to completely switch over our focus in different ways or have a foot in both realms. What is this little bug doing in front of me? I don't want to eat it accidentally. I'm all for experience and adventure, but I have to draw the line there. So the next card coming up, Drifter, experiencing life as it comes, with this person or guide, whatever you take it as. This one today was stepping forward as the one who's bringing in this sacred plant medicine with great respect and reverence and offering it up as a token for all those that come with good intention. So the code card here is, drum roll, I like to wait for it to come out and show itself. Okay, there we go. So under the deck, we're seeing Divine Masculine popping out with Emergence, and I'm curious what's that one there. 36, Prosperity. Very interesting. So experiencing life as it comes with Divine Masculine, Emergence, and Prosperity. Helping us to perhaps define our path, what is right, because that's where the discussion was going. It's like being able to kind of throw the cards in the air and see how things fall, and saying, like, I don't know if I want to continue in this current path, or if I want to do a foot in both worlds, or if I want to do this other thing and completely change. But there's this emerging sense of wanting to be fulfilled and and to take action for something that's meaningful and brings that sense of spiritual prosperity, spiritual gold into one's life. And authority is the one that comes forward. So this is going to help you to, whether you're putting down roots or you're putting together a plan to drift and to be more gypsy-like and more freelance. Maybe it's even taking all of the skills that you've already gotten working at a dedicated location and now being a freelance consultant, where now you can go in and assist this individual and that individual and this group and that entity in this institution, or gathering individuals or visiting many gatherings as a vendor, a creator, a magical talisman creator. Whatever it is, you're getting more direction here through this initiation process. So here is, it's like part of our ability to be materially prosperous is also coming through here. So let's get some fractal cards here. The Return to Spirit deck. I don't know why I call it the fractal deck. Well, I do. It's because it's got those kaleidoscope images coming through. I like that. So under the deck, we have the Violet Flame. Transmutation of third eye issues, maybe some doubt, disclarity, or thinking that we knew the right path when we haven't really been feeling the fulfillment that was expected. So you're an authority in some manner that's stepping forward, and it looks like you're in a transitionary phase where you're looking for what's next. And coming through, we have, interesting, knowledge came flipped up with celestial. And so to me, this is like that Lionsgate download, the celestial download coming through the crown area, and see how that 4-way, 8-way information is like coming into this here with those plexus energy colors, and also sacral. It's yellows and oranges. It's talking to me about the knowledge that you already have and the impulses that you already have being unlocked. It's almost like this usually shows me this convergence energy of bringing everything together, but I suspect that this is already a venue where everything's being brought together, and this is opening up your mind, opening up the crown and the third eye to be able to connect more directly with the knowledge and the guidance that wants to also seek you in return. And it's providing, as I said, the necessary tools, the knowledge and skills at 2222, and also the direction so that you can apply yourself in a way that's meaningful for you. So the vision quest with this fire dragon, I absolutely love this fire dragon imagery here as you start your awakening and awareness process. We have fertility. Interesting. So here's where the creativity starts to really be unlocked, and you start to feel that energy rising within you, and the potentials seem to be limitless. It's like connection with the multiversal potentials. Miracle is under the deck. I absolutely love that. Communication, emergence. So yeah, the information that's channeling through you here is allowing the guidance to be communicated to you, creating the miracles to break through whatever it is right now, where you're like, aha, epiphany moment, that's what needs to change, or this is what's been blocking, or this is the one thing that needs healing. The one thing, as if there's one. But yeah, there's this unlocking of creative capacity, and it's like this success moment where the vision quest shows this almost like a runner breaking through the finish line ribbon. There we have 2 cards coming out. Under the deck, vibrational. Yes, something quite rattling. It's like we're vibrating with the creative potential and with the kundalini uprising within us. Flipping upside down, the powerful transformation coming online. Maybe this is a powerful connection with this Lionsgate dragon energy. Dragon and lion to me seem very connected, but there's this powerful connection to your own starseed roots and your ability to provide something quite profound and powerful in the lives of other individuals. And this is the miracle breakthrough that you've been seeking, is this moment where you're like, aha, it's like the miracle is a vibrational shift for you, the emergence of the ability to communicate more definitively and with more authority upon your gifts and insights into some situation. I love that. So the next card, this initiation crossing with this druid type blessing priest here. Okay, we've got several cards coming out. Underneath the deck, tantric journey. Absolutely. As we call forward the Shakti energy, and as we invite down that Shiva energy from the cosmos and beyond, there's that tantric union here that's happening at the core of us, the pit of the soul. And in that deep, unrestricted, untethered connection here, the three that come out are throat chakra. Remember, we had that communication card, change, and cosmic flower. So shifting the way that you communicate and the authority with which you speak is going to change quite a bit for you. And changing the way that you think and speak about yourself and about your process, the way that you understand and are able to tap into the subtle voices of the cosmic or the divine realms, however you define that. Those are whispers. The voice of God or goddess is the whisper, and the shouting in our ears are usually, well, you should really get to work, or you should do this, or blah blah blah. It's the judgmental voice of our fears, anxieties, or challengers, the voices of those that we are afraid to disappoint or something, or that we think somehow have a bearing upon the esteem that we have for self. And Cosmic Flower is my DNA activation card. So with the change here that's coming through your personal expression, it's like this, the beliefs and the thoughts that are shifting for you are changing your actual DNA. And that is the portal that this individual is blessing you and initiating you to cross this threshold into your divine expression of your calling, your purpose, whatever it is that the tools of your trade or craft that are needed for the next part of your journey. Yes, that's so interesting. And it looks like you're going to be providing some of this shift for other individuals through the expression of your powerful truth. Yep, perfect. Storm, and what flew out was manifest. Look at that rainbow coming through, and that green energy is like the starburst, the sunburst energy at the core of the heart chakra. And then we have this heart-based expression coming forward. Like, here's the divine activation coming in, bursting your heart wide open, and then you emanating forward and speaking forward from there. So that's great. So maybe as part of this journey, your manifestation, maybe there's time for everybody to do a vision quest where they connect with different timelines into their highest outcomes and to create this from these visions. All right, I've got a spider crawling across this card. I've got ants on my other cards. And we do have a spider over here. And before I even laid out any cards, I had a spider actually. It must have been already on me because I went like this and it was on my hand. It was the color of that translucent yellowish, very tiny guy. Anyways, interesting sidebar. So there's a manifestation happening that through you changing your very makeup. And the storm card to me is like there's a change coming. There's a storm brewing. There's something that isn't quite fulfilling, that you are answering the storm by being fearless and entering the eye of the storm, and taking this opportunity to create your shift with a proactive approach. So here on the next one, we have universal love. That's so beautiful. Okay, so the cards clarifying, we've got, I love this synchronicity. I saw this individual as self, perhaps higher self or guardian, bestowing upon us our sacred gift. And in this case, it's showing this magician's sword, to have confidence in our magic, to speak with that authority, with skill and knowledge. And to clarify that, we have universal love. So this sword is our ability to break through any type of misinformation, to speak clearly and confidently with our magic. Under the deck, we have earth, and bringing that down to earth. It looks like we're running out of time. I'm not going to extend this one. We're going to get as far as we can. And for that universal card, we get vibrational popping out and fearless underneath. So the confidence in your magic is this vibrational emanation that you will now be emitting to a higher degree than ever before. Emerging from this, it's like the vibration of love is activated and just seeping through your pores, where before it seems like there was some doubt of that. The next series is this moment where there's this, where it's starting to come on, and this benefactor energy is coming through, grace and generosity, feeling cared for, connected, safe, and secure. We'll take that crossed card. Divine Feminine. Beautiful. Benefactor. The Divine Mother is, oh, and that grace and generosity card is a number 3. Divine Feminine is 21, which reduces to a 3. So there's a lot of creative feminine energy coming through here. And this process is really helping us to appreciate self and other in a new way. I'm seeing alchemy here. And let's see if we can get all these cards out. Usually I can cut off at 33. So what else can you tell us about this grace and generosity? Have faith, fearless faith, and surrender. Yes, there's definitely something about surrendering to the process, that these individuals are here to help and assist us to catch the golden snitch and win the game. I don't know why that's the golden snitch card for me, but it's like it's that winning lottery ticket type thing, without necessarily being money just thrown at us, but through this process, it's the initiation into the spiritual gold that can be later exchanged for other types of recompense, such as money. So this last pile, this 24, it's like the galactic mushroom and the divine matrix, how people are connected to their magic otherwise. There's this individual on the other side that appears to be one having like a bit of a hangover from their experience, but still having their staff. We get dynamic and third eye chakra here. Very interesting. So your third eye chakra is still awakened, and crown chakra here underneath. It's really kicking, and the dynamics are really flowing through. Underneath